CEO Ronald Hinkland from Creating the Difference. I want to talk to you about when to use surface on your bowling ball. One of the first things you're going to want to do, whether you're a league bowler, a tournament bowler, whether you're bowling on a house shot or a sport shot, is get yourself a pack of TruCut sanding pads. This is going to give you all that you're going to need to be able to get your bowling ball at the right surface. Next, you're going to want to get yourself a bottle of TruCut hand-applied polish powered by turtle wax, because that's going to be what you're going to need to get your bowling ball polished. That's great, but when do you use these? Well, let me explain a little bit about how the sanding pads work first. They come in 6 different grits, and the lower number means the more earlier hook you're going to get. 500 is the lowest, followed by 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000. And they all look very similar to this. They have a weave in them, and they have different amounts of grit on them to give you that grit that it says on the pad. Next, you have a 3,000 grit pad and a P5000D. These pads are obviously different in appearance than this pad. The 3,000 pads will give you even longer ball motion. The 5,000 grit pad or P5000D, if you use it by hand, is going to give you a 4,000 grit finish. If you use it on a ball spitter, it'll give you a 5,000 grit finish. Last but not least, if you need to be able to get that ball shining, you're going to want to use the TruCut hand-applied polish powered by turtle wax. It's going to leave a 5,500 grit finish on your bowling ball when you do it by hand. Now, that's great. I kind of know how the products work. When do I use them? If you're bowling on a typical house shot and you don't know where to start more toward the middle, that 2,000 grit number. If you're bowling and that ball's looking too much, you can always go higher to 3,000, 5,000, or 5,500 polish. Or if it's hooking not enough and you need that ball to pick up more, you can go to 1,500, 1,000, or 500 grit. That gives you a real good base. So you'll want to have one ball like that for sure. The other option, especially when you don't know what you're going to get into, is you'll want to get a bowling ball that's polished so that you have that as an option just in case the lanes are hooking a lot or you need to get your ball down the lane. You can always adjust this bowling ball by going back to the TruCut sanding pads and moving your way down toward that 500 grit pad number if needed. So now what I want to do is I want to be able to let you see the performance of the sanded balls versus the polished balls, the 500 grits versus the 2,000 grits versus the 4,000 grit and the 5,000 grit. So I want you to take a quick minute, watch this video to watch the reaction, because here's what's going to happen. Those lower grit numbers, the ball's going to hook earlier, and as we begin to go to the higher grit numbers, the ball's going to get longer down the lane to give us a little bit more back end type of performance. As always, if you have more questions or need more information, make sure you check us out at ctdbowling.com. Ronald Hinkland, CEO from Create a Difference. Have a great day.